The agriculture and horticultural sector is facing big challenges, such as feeding a world population that already exceeds 8 billion. The growing demand for agricultural products is a challenge the agricultural sector welcomes with open arms. Breeders are developing varieties that perform better, and producers of crop protection products are contributing to a healthy and highly productive harvest. But we are now at a turning point. For example, the European Green Deal has determined that chemical crop protection products have to be reduced by half, a goal we need to reach by 2030. There is also increasing social resistance to chemical crop protection products and a desire to focus on sustainable cultivation methods.
At the same time, there is an increase in diseases. Due to the decrease in available products and active ingredients, diseases and plagues could become imaginable in the future. Another consequence of fewer crop protection products, fewer active ingredients, is the increasing pressure of new occurring resistant strains of diseases. For instance, the EU43 strain of Phytophthora infestans in potatoes cannot be longer controlled by the CAA group. All these developments demand a different approach and more collaboration. That's why Nufarm is introducing the Sustainable Potato Platform, taking crop protection to the next level.
Sustainability is of key importance for Nufarm and our team. In my daily work, I get to actively contribute to this. With biologicals, we are seeing the plant becoming more resilient to diseases and plagues, but also to stress caused by drought, for example. In addition, biologicals will be key contributing factors to the European Green Deal in both conventional and organic farming. One of our priorities is the sustainable control of Phytophthora infestans in potatoes.
Nufarm aims to introduce a new biofungicide to combat Phytophthora infestans in potatoes in 2026. What we already know for sure is that, unfortunately, this product will not offer 100% protection. Due to the aggressiveness of Phytophthora in the northwestern part of Europe in particular, it will be challenging to properly position biologicals. Because, let's face it, no potato farmer wants to have a product with a lower efficacy.
Bart and I started talking about this. We concluded that if we want to be successful with our new Phytophthora product, we have to collaborate with other players in the market, just like we did with new crop, for example.
New aggressive strains of Phytophthora are regularly found in potato plants. To be able to manage them well with the available crop protection products, it's important to have new resistant potato varieties. That's how we came up with the idea of getting in touch with the breeding company Geersing Potato Specialist. And Geersing was enthusiastic about it. Putting our heads together, we created the Sustainable Potato Platform.
Resistance to Phytophthora is one of the main objectives in our breeding program. It's achievable, but there are definitely limitations. The genetic material available to us is limited. Also, we know from experience that the resistance will be broken sooner or later. I see collaborating with Nufarm as a possible way to extend the lifespan of our varieties. Resistance is often broken quickly, especially in organic cultivation. But after all, the fungus is much more likely to grow in a relatively unprotected crop as organic cultivation than in conventional cultivation. That makes Nufarm's biofungicide very important.
Nufarm and Geersing Potato Specialists started with the platform in spring 2023. There are two tests with two varieties, Agria, a non-resistant variety, and Cameo, a new variety that is resistant to Phytophthora. In Agria, untreated products is compared with various chemical tables, including Canvas, with the active ingredient amisulbrom. One of the tables is based on the data and advice coming from FieldMate, a monitoring system which advises on spraying based on temperature, relative humidity and leaf wetness, and also the properties of the product. In Cameo, the new Nufarm product 1901 SC is used and compared to untreated product. There was also an object with biostimulant harpin and a FieldMate object.
There was a lot of disease at the end of July and August. The FieldMate object was treated much more frequently during that period. Normally the interval is 7 days. In this case the interval was only 3 or 4 days. In Agria, this resulted in less infection. In Cameo, after weeks of bombardment by Phytophthora spores, resistance was broken in the untreated objects. However, in the objects that were treated with the Nufarm product, we saw no contamination.
I was naturally very curious to see how the untreated objects would respond. Agria was clearly not resistant to the many diseases of the last year. In the end, the untreated object Cameo also turned out not to be resistant to the high Phytophthora pressure. On the other hand, the Cameo object, which was treated with the new Nufarm biofungicide, remained free from Phytophthora. This confirms our theory that with the use of biofungicides, resistance is less likely to be broken, managing resistant varieties for a greener tomorrow.
We have to be cautious with high-performing resistant potato varieties. I think that our product is really going to make a difference in conventional and organic cultivation. And we have to think ahead. Once conventional farmers are limited in their use of chemical products, combating Phytophthora will become increasingly difficult. The combination of a resistant variety that is being treated with biofungicides will then become more attractive for this group of farmers as well. Within those frameworks, we can certainly be successful.
Collaboration is becoming increasingly important if we are to market our products well. It will no longer be only one player with the ultimate solution, because more participation means more chance of success.